Hi everyone, I'm Leandra from PaperArtsy, and this video is lifting the lid on our 2016 new release products for the Jo Firth-Young collection. JoFY Stamps are really well known for Jo's beautiful hand-drawn style. She's got gorgeous flowers and all sorts of lovely elements that create marvellous projects. And in 2016 she's got 4 new stamp sets, which I'm going to show you very soon. She's also got some stencils which will be coming soon, and all of these products are available for you to buy in February. That's February 2016. So let's take a look at some art samples from the JoFY collection, these new stamps. Jo has created some gorgeous samples, and so a few other people that she's asked to help her out. This is the first of Jo's stamp sets. This is JoFY 41. And this time Jo's added some little figures. She really kind of wanted focal points with her stamps. So she's had lots of flowers in the past, and this release she was intent on having something different on them. So we've got this gorgeous little girl. That's plate 41. And then here's plate 42. So there's still flower elements in there, but again there's another little girl on this one. And also her, what we call PaperArtsy mini-man. There's a whole story behind that. I'm sure Jo will explain that on her blog if you could take a look over there. Plate 43. People are always asking her to do stamps for boys, so she's totally got it covered this time. And it's so nice to see something different from Jo that still works with everything that she's got. So if you're into doing some boy cards, this is going to be perfect. We've got some fantastic samples to show you with these. And then plate 44, robots. Now her robots are made from kitchenware, so she's got cutlery, she's got a colander on there, other things that you would find like light bulbs and so forth, so they're quite fun. So let's just take a look at some samples that go with these. Now this is a little dimensional piece that Louise Collins has done. Possibly the camera will struggle to pick up the dimensions on that, but if you go onto the blog you'll see a bit more about it, and even go through into Louise's blog as well, and she'll explain in more detail. But she's got the robots in there, and she's cut out and layered up different elements, and there's also a lot of depth, so she's got a background, and there's about 3 layers going on in this project. Quite tricky for the camera to pick up. This one's by Claire Charvel. And even though it's a robot, she's actually used pinks and things, so that's really nice to see that. And she's got I love how she's put the little cogs going across here. And again, she's cut out and layered up elements. So we've got the stomach and the head cut out. And look at this, little nuts and bolts at the top of the tag. This one here is from Jo herself. So she's just segmented the card. And I like how she's grounded the robot by just putting a sort of watercolory base effect there underneath him. So that's plate 44. Let's go back to 43. Here's a sample by Sue Carrington. A lot of fun colouring in the clothes on the little boy and coordinating it to you know, your background papers or for a special occasion. Here's another one. I like this how Claire Charvel's done this one, and she's actually created a room in the background with the little remote control car, light bulbs hanging down from above. And then the last 2 samples here are by Jo herself. So she's had similar idea where she's created a brick wall. And this one's also by Jo. So he's got a change of outfit and a little green remote control car. So it's nice to see something really different from Jo, isn't it? Okay, so let's go on to plate 42. This sample here is by Louise Collins. Now if you look carefully, it's actually the same little girl, but what she's done is dropped the dress down, so in effect cut her legs off, made them a bit shorter. So they kind of look like two sisters by adjusting the height of one of the girls. Great idea. And she's also changed the hairstyle on the girls as well. So she's moved the bun on this one. Quite fun. So it's nice to know that you can do that. And I do like how the stalk element here can also be used for the flower to sit on top of, which is exactly what she's done on that one. Now here's a tag by Sue Carrington, and it's got the little PaperArtsy mini man on there, but there are elements from the other stamp set as well, and some words around the edge. She's also used in the background a stencil, which we won't be showing you yet because Jo's got a few stencils to come in. Probably early March the stencils will all be available, but she has used one of the stencils there. This is a lovely tag by Jo Firth-Young herself, and just showing that you can use this stalk here in both directions, horizontal, vertical, and it's really nice how she's layered the little leafy frond on top of that as well, so it's just added a little bit of foliage to it. And here's another card by Jo. Added a little bit of bling to the little critter that these are called critters. She's got a whole collection of them as stuffed toys. They're absolutely gorgeous. And this is a bit of a blend of two stamps because she's got the girl off the other stamp set, but she's also used the stalk here and the foliage at the top. And this one, also by Jo. And again, she's brought in from this stamp set this little blobby thing down here. Looks like giant blueberries, except they're orange. So you can mix and match as ever with Jo's stamps. So if we continue on, this is by Louise Collins, and she's also used the little girl off the stamp set here and layered up beautifully all the foliage, so lots of layers just on a tag. It's really cute. And here's another one. This is by Sue Carrington. And this one here is by Claire Charvel. They've all used a similar colour palette when they've been creating these samples. Claire has really challenged herself. She's managed to cut out the little flowers on her hairstyle, which is quite amazing that she's done that, and even the posy that she's holding. She must have the tiniest scissors in the world to be able to do that. Here's another one by Claire Charvel. And look, even the little buttons here have been cut out and layered up. And then we finish up with a couple of samples from Jo. So Jo's also used the stencil in the background that I was talking about. So it's a lovely flower stencil that matches previous flowers she's done. And then she's got this element here stamped, and she's used white paint on that just to sort of give the little loops a bit of pop. And that stalk, you probably remember, comes from this stamp set here from JoFY 42. And then a final sample from Jo. And in her trademark way, she always manages to get a little bit of book paper in there, which she's put on the flowers from the dress. Fantastic samples and beautiful stamps. If you would like more information on the samples that you've seen in this video, the people who made those samples, or if you want to know where you can buy these products, then click on the link in the description below on this video and it will take you straight through to the PaperArtsy blog post that matches this new release. Click on the playlist and you'll be able to see lots of other videos with other new products from us here at PaperArtsy.